Alright, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn modded playthrough of the United States. We're in full-blown political and economic crisis mode still. We have bottomed out. We've locked up our economy. We're not producing any buildings. And we're basically in a race against time as it is January 2015. I do not believe we are going to go to war with Iraq at this point. They're going to get by with canceling the money they owed the world and probably us, which honestly is fine. It's probably deserved for what we did, but I could use the oil. Can always use more oil, and having an early foothold over there would be great from a geopolitical standpoint. Ooh, I think I have a lobby thing. Oh, it already finished. Okay, we're good. So how many more cycles of expenses are we going to have? We're not even halfway yet. That's rough. This is probably about as high as I can take this tax rate. Honestly, the verge of collapse. And what? 4 cycles per month. So 3 months is 12, right? So 12. That's 90 days. And then I have a whole nother month at 120. So 16. 16 income cycles at 8.3 is what? 6 times 8. So another 40 billion, 50 billion. That's not gonna work. The math isn't mathing. I have to take this. 6 puts us at 24 billion a month. And we have to last 4 months. This is within the bounds of this. We can survive on what we have. Man, if we could get our interest rate percentage down to even 6%. I love how our interest on our debt has grown. Or at least the expenditure. No. Wow. How many abilities does... There's scientist, revolutionary, linguist, insurgent. Wolf. Incredible. A set of skills. Do we have like... What kind of agents do we have? Oh, wow. Violet Allen, special agent. She's level 3, but she's tough, safecracker, linguist, escape artist, demolition expert. Basically, she's the dude from Taken. From a skill standpoint. Alright, so we're at 80 billion. Our stability is dropping like a rock. Ugh. We're lowering our political power with it. It's the worst thing you can do. Though it does look like the Republican Party will be able to snag a win with the next election cycle, so I actually don't have to worry about that. That's actually pretty cool. I can live with this. I don't like it, but I can live with it, you know? All right. I'm actually going to keep stockpiling political power real quick. No. No. Yes. Yes. We're going to stockpile political power so that we can lower the population tax rate back down to 25 or lower. Percent. Corporate tax rate is what it is right now. We have no business activity. Oh, yeah. What will our interest rate drop to when the Republicans take office? Yeah, I have to fix this before corporate tax modifier. Oh no, don't do anything, please. 2%. Wait, the Democrats or liberal factions get productivity growth monthly? What? Where's the Republican Party then? Right here? Conservatives? Foreign influence, defense, stability increase, war support. Theirs are terrible. Those don't help us at all. Not for our current problems. Ooh, that's gonna be a lot of money. 2% on foreign investment right now. Oh, cool. We got guns. Now it's more in the bag. I can probably lower this and be fine. It's like 2 billion every click. We're going to go ahead. We're at 80 days. So we're under 3 months. I think what? 75 days would effectively be 10. So I would need 60 billion basically. We should, if I decrease this, I think it goes over 8 billion, so we'd go negative. I don't think I can do anything yet. This is rough. Definitely is rough. I have a small economic crisis when I'm dealing with this already. Wasn't great. Right, that's cool. We're working our way down to the last 2 months. Currently at 2 months and a week. Keep buying our stuff, guys. Keep buying our stuff. Yeah, because once this ends, I basically get 22 billion a month if I maintain this current state. It just depends if the stability causes us to go negative in political power. I'll never get out of that hole with the Afghanistan events. That could be very risky. I think I could take these office sectors. Okay, we got lucky. I'm not going to do that. We're just going to wait. We're going to stockpile resources for a second. Enjoy the 2 months. Yep, we're under the 60-day mark, down to 56 days left. Really, I did not know the Liberal Party's got a debuff on factory output. Dagnum, like unions. All right, what are we sitting on? 500. Go ahead and use some of our land doctrine points here. Like we made a choice. What is this? Garrison stuff. Back against minor countries. Resistance growth speed. This gives us an army intelligence boost. Like minor countries only though. Really no benefit. This lowers resistance activity. Period. And then I definitely want the intelligence should be helpful for everything. We're going to go ahead and take those. And let's keep going back into division attrition here. Wow. That's actually huge. We can only have 5 schools. And I think they're just within these bounds. We're going to go ahead and get combat schools. Then go ahead and get these unlocked. They're not limited. Some of these are going to have armor or org for armor, so that... Oh, man. Mechanical infantry. Engineering company bonuses. Attack and defense at forts. Terrain penalty reduction gets increased by 15%. I don't think that's additive, though. Maybe it could be. What is this? Something for artillery. Personally, I'm kind of leaning for like towards this armor training with armored tactics. Like combined arms is that's crazy. Tanks and armor plus infantry and artillery bonuses, but increases army costs. I don't think we can take that right now. We'll go ahead and skip it, but make note of that being there. Somehow our income's increasing. Probably our GDP growth per capita. If I had to bet, that would be my bet. And we're into our last month with this major deficit that set us way behind. Making a ton of money from oil. And then I'm going to go ahead and activate this. No, I'm not. Not yet. Never mind. Never mind. We'll skip that one. Get over here to fixed wing aircraft. We've got everything pretty much researched. Could get a drone bonus while we're here. Can do that. Looks like we're gonna finish more equipment for the F-35 program very shortly. We're gonna get avionics. Then it's gonna be like 8 years before we get near future stealth, and then 4 years for modern air-to-ground weapons. And then 3 years for near future air-to-air. And then we've got to get the internal bay and some of the other stuff. Looks like Russia's messing with Ukraine still. Yeah, that's a unique map with this completely surrounded. Oh, breakaway regions. Unexpected to some extent. At least that's how it looks. Alright, so we've kind of like... We've stabilized to some extent. We have no production, though. So that's no good. Not great. What is... Yeah, we're missing some pretty large increases to stability, population growth. How much does this cost? 81 billion. The $50 billion increase. Yeah, we're missing out on research speed, all sorts of stuff. Wasn't this at 32 billion? Or trillion? What did I miss? Alright, cool. We're back positive. Gonna go ahead and see what payment does. Pretty good. Did that wipe out almost a full billion? Kind of looks that way. Well, yeah, that's an interesting conundrum. If I pay this back, yeah, it's not a billion. It's like 200 million ish of debt. And the alternative is I take out 200 billion. I go over here, I do this, I get 10 of these guys, and I invest that, and then I just pay this off. It may, I don't know. It's tough. If you think about it, 1 year, right? 48 payments at 23 billion, right? Only about what 100 billion? No, sorry, not 100. Um only about 1 trillion, right? That's 20 times 40. If I just directly paid this down, actually lost money for whatever reason. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take that and that. And we're gonna let this ride. Um, 2015. The election isn't for another year, I don't believe, right? Yeah, the November 2016 election. Belgians. All right, cool. Definitely want to get this under 9%. Whoa, fears. Political power gain reduction. This lowers construction speed. This isn't even viable. We'll work hard on what we want. Since the aftermath of Texas being performed in a mostly counterintuitive manner. American make-believe? Oh, the American dream is gone. Got it. All right, new alternatives. We're also going to take this and boost emerging and non-aligned and everything else rather than take a construction debuff or already non-existent construction. We're gonna have to play catch up later, so we're just gonna keep paying. Not too worried. As we can kind of work our way through a lot of this debt quicker to a more manageable, like $20 trillion of debt would be way better. Yeah, so if I wiped out this interest on debt, our net income becomes like what, 70 billion? That's a relatively acceptable amount of money. And then I guess these are still processing. We'll have to watch those. Political power looks fine. I'm actually going to save up a little bit of this money. Well, nah, it's more beneficial if I pay it down. I'll increase our income doing that. I just keep paying it. Somehow we're negative 4 billion. Hmm. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take this. There's one here that gives offices. That looks like civilian industry, yeah. That's all commercialized agriculture. Materials. This is the only one with offices. We're gonna want that. Go ahead and take it. Paying this down. Yeah, we still haven't paid down enough. Not even a little bit. because we're about to break the $30 trillion in GDP, though. But unfortunately, our debt is still higher than our GDP by 16%. I think I actually. Oh, that could be really good. I'm actually gonna have enough political power. I can switch over to suppress subjects and still gain political power. Never mind. Never mind. I should just not talk. All right. Well, I'll stop this episode here. We are starting to dig out of the hole. Um, Definitely been an interesting debt crisis. I should have jumped on this sooner, probably, but I really wouldn't have had that much quicker of a time to maneuver. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. I'll catch everyone on the next episode as we dig out of this crisis.